What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday, December 2nd. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. But the best thing that you can do right now is to click the link in the description for this deal. Black Friday may be over, but Cyber Monday is here, and we have the Cyber24 promo code. Also, a link in the description if you want to click on that. But you can get 50% off your first payment of any light package for any individual sport. We have some bigger packages that will give you a little bit more on the back end, but at a bigger price tag. Here, you're getting 50% off our entry packages for each individual sport. They're still getting you projections and ownership, parts of our simulation package, our premium Discord, and more. You can check all of that out at Stokastic.com. But this deal will go away on Wednesday. You get today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to take advantage of this Cyber Monday deal. Again, the promo code is Cyber24, 50% off any single sport light package. First up at number 5, maybe, his name is Keita. Now, Keita is maybe starting today, maybe not starting. We have no idea what's going on with Boston right now. But Porzingis on a back-to-back, I don't expect him to play. Al Horford on a back-to-back, I don't really expect him to play. We didn't have Jaylen Brown or Derek White yesterday, so my assumption is that Keita is going to start, play around the 25 minutes that he's averaged in his starts so far this year. 4,200 against the Miami Heat, 9 points, 7 boards, an assist, and 2 stocks. It's really nice value for what we have right now. But it's also possible that he doesn't start. It's also possible that some of those other guys are just in. But I'm expecting to see Keita be the starter for Boston tonight. And if he is, that's a really nice value at 4,200. This one seems like it should exist no matter what. Dennis Schroeder in at number 4. I got him in for 34 minutes, taking on the Bulls. So bad defense, fast-paced matchup for Brooklyn. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,100, projected for 21 points, 6.5 assists, 3.5 boards, and a steal. We know there's no Cam Thomas. They're probably going to end up having like 4 or 5 other dudes out. Ben Simmons, potentially. Zaire Williams, potentially. Who knows on some of the other guys like Dorian Finney-Smith, who's missed 3 out of the last 4. There's a billion dudes out for Brooklyn right now. But by all accounts, seems like Dennis Schroeder is going to play. And if he is, he's in my top 5. I know this is never fun, but 4-game slate, it's Mike Conley time once again. 4,800, point guard only, taking on the Lakers. 11 points, 6 assists, 3.5 boards, almost 2 stocks. He's just playing real minutes now, and the price doesn't totally reflect that. He came back after missing a couple games due to injury, immediately back into 32 minutes, basically, in both of the games since then. And I don't really see any reason why that wouldn't be the case. He was playing north of 30 before he got hurt. He's been playing north of 30 since he got hurt. I went 31. That value's tough to ignore. If he's just going to be out there, he's going to put the pieces together. And every once in a while, he's got a turn back the clock type moment where the scoring can be there a little bit more. Or maybe the assists are working out a little bit better for him. Either way, he's 4,800 and he's playing 31 minutes a night. That kind of value is incredibly important on a 4-game slate. Back to the Brooklyn Nets for this one. He graded out really well on Friday. It ended up looking a little bit different by the time we got to lock. But today, I think it's going to be the same sort of story. And we have a lot less value right now than than we would have had on a big slate. When you get decent value on a small slate, it tends to carry a little bit further. And that's what's happening for Keon Johnson. I went 24 minutes. Again, we have a wealth of injury news to wait on for Brooklyn. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, 3,500, projected for 10 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and a stock. It's just a really nice price tag with an MPE and a guy that can kind of play as much as he needs to, just based on the amount of guys that are likely out for Brooklyn today. His playing time is relatively secure. 20 minutes at a minimum seems like it has to happen. Upwards of 28 can happen. 24 feels realistic. In theory, he could start today, depending on how all the news breaks. I don't expect that to be the case, but in theory, it could happen. There's a lot of upside for Keon Johnson, and there's not really all that much downside. The price is great. The position's great. The role on the team is great. The problem really is that he's Keon Johnson, but that doesn't seem to matter on a 4-gamer. He got to number 2. Finally, my number 1 contender might not even be playing today. It's Trey Murphy. Small forward, power forward eligible, 6,200, projected for 19 points, 6 boards, 2.5 assists, close to 2 stocks. He's playing a ton when he's available. I went 34 minutes. We have no idea who's available for the Pelicans today. I assume no Alvarado, no Herb Jones, no Zion. Brandon Ingram's been out for a couple games. He could be back. Jordan Hawkins didn't play the last 2. He could be back. There's a lot going on here for the Pelicans, but as long as Trey Murphy is in, I think he's going to play big minutes, and I think he's the best play that you can get to right now. The price is fantastic. His role is so different with all of these bodies out. But the problem here is that he might not even be playing himself. This is a back-to-back for the Pelicans. He has not played the previous back-to-backs so far. I don't think that's a long-term decision for New Orleans. Trey Murphy's a young guy. The moment that they think he is ramped back up and healthy enough to play back-to-backs, I don't think Trey Murphy is just not playing back-to-backs for his foreseeable future, but it's possible he's still not doing it today. So right now, my number 1 contender, I can't even guarantee that he's in today. And based on the betting line, I kind of think he's out. So this could change dramatically by the end of the day. But if Trey Murphy is in, honestly, regardless of the news that we get, he is going to be a top 5 play no matter what. Matchup's fantastic, pace of this game's fantastic, and they're still missing large chunks of their offense, whether that's Zion being out or potentially Brandon Ingram or Herb Jones, whatever you want to say. They still have a lot of bodies out. When Murphy's in, he's awesome. And if he's in today, he's my number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday, December 2nd. Top 10s on DraftKings and FanDuel are both on my Twitter, at Josh Engleman. And I'm hoping that I'll have some updates later tonight. On a 4-game slate, it's easy. When it's 12, it's usually hard. So expect to see, expect to see that posted with an update later tonight, either just before 5:30 for the deeper dive or just after 6:30 when I finish the deeper dive. Good luck. Use the Cyber Monday promo. I'll see you tomorrow for the NBA Cup.